Dream Clown. Hey YouTube, this is ZombieMasterSasu here on Maddie's Daddy 12's channel. I'm really grateful that he's letting me on the channel right now because I've actually watched his videos for a long time now, and I know he loves doing stud decks, which I can see why he's interested in my Dream Clown deck. Because the past Sunday I do Dream Clown videos, and I guess he saw it and he said he wanted to see the deck profile, so I'm going to do it right now. So yeah, I'm going to go through the deck real fast. I'm going to explain what it does and how it does it. I'm going to try to do this fast, so I don't want this video being like 10 minutes. So YouTube, let's do this. We got 3 Dream Clown, 1 Crest Clown, 3 Blade Rabbits, 3 Giant Rats, 2 Effect Failers, 2 Card Ds, 2 Wormlinks, 1 Jogging the Spiritualist, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, 2 MSTs, 1 Mind Control, 2 Powder Dualities, 3 Stumbling, 2 Messenger of Peace, the Solemn Brigade, 3 Zero Gravities, no entries, 2 Phoenix Chains, 2 Dark Bribes, and a Starlight Road. And before I go into this deck, I have to go back in the history so you can learn where this deck came from. It was about a while ago, 8 years ago, no biggie. This deck was really big, I guess, because you had the 3 Book of Moons, you had Book of Tayus, and all that stuff. So the deck was slowed down a lot, but I've been trying to get it up and going again. It's been working out pretty fine. So I'm going to show you guys what it does right now. Pretty much the main purpose of the deck is to change battle positions to control your opponent's field. And you do that easily with the Dream Clowns, Crest Clown, Blade Rabbits, because what Dream Clown and Blade Rabbit do is when they're changed from attack position to defense position, they destroy a monster on the field, which is pretty cool. And Crest Clown does, it's pretty much the opposite. When it's changed from defense position to attack position, it destroys, it returns a card to the opponent's hand, sorry. 3 Giant Rat is pretty essential because you want to get your controlling cards out as fast as you can, and as you can see, they're all Earth besides Crest Clown. So yeah, Giant Rat helps us get that our key cards faster. 2 Effect Failers because Insectors wreck this deck, and it's good against Black Rose. 2 Card D. This card is OCG for now, but Galactic Overlord's coming out soon, so this card will be out and ready to make people spend their money once again. Basically what it does is when you tribute it, you go to your end phase and you draw 2 cards. You can't special summon this card from your hand, and it has to be during main phase 1, so you have to do this before doing anything else, but you can set traps and stuff like that, obviously. So yeah, this card's pretty good. It's kind of like a Pod Duality, and it's way helps me get to my key cards faster. 2 Wormlinks. This card is amazing in this deck. I use this with, I set it, then you go Stumbling, and then your opponent can't get over it. And it's just like, okay, well, I'm going to keep drawing to our phases so I can, have that advantage over you. Jogging the Spiritualist, I like this guy a little bit more than Fossil Diner just for the fact I can use this effect whatever besides it being flipped. The only downside is I have to discard a card randomly from my hand, so it might be a card that I want to keep, but I mean, it's a little price to pay to destroy, a whole field of like windups or something like that instead of having to wait to flip it. So yeah. Then we got the, key spell cards, Monster Born, Dark Hole, 2 MST, Mind Control, 2 Dualities, and this card, 3 Stumbling. This is by far the best spell card in the deck. What it does is when your opponent, when anybody normal summons, flip summons, or special summons a monster, it changes defense. And what's so good about this card is I can use Dream Clown as soon as I summon it, or Blade Rabbit. And your opponent can't attack over these cards because they go to defense right away. So what I'll do is I'll use Blade Rabbit, summon it, destroy a monster. Next turn, they have to put their monster defense, summon a Dream Clown, pop their card, put Blade Rabbit, and attack one and poke for 400. And they're stuck in a little loop where I just pop something, poke, pop something, poke. It's just pretty cool. I like that. 2 Messengers of Peace. This card's really good in this deck because if you haven't noticed now, all my monsters have less than 1500 attack, so they can all poke under my opponent. And it just protects my monster from being destroyed as well. So swarm all you want. You're not getting to my life points. Then we have the Solemn Brigade because Black Rose hurts and Zactus hurt. Stop windups where they are. Down a rabbit, get your freaking Dolk out of my face. We got 3 Zero Gravity. It's pretty much the same thing as Stumbling. I've actually did a pretty cool play with this card on Sunday. If you can check out my video from Sunday for Clown Control. What I had was I had a Dream Clown in attack mode and a Crest Clown in defense. The guy attacks me with his Thought Ruler. I use Zero Gravity. My Dream Clown goes to defense, it pops his Thought Ruler Archfiend, and Crash Clown goes in attack mode and returns his Bryonic back to his extra deck. It was just like, oh shit, this guy just got wrecked. And then no entry defense, Pop Dream with Dream Clown. 2 Phoenix Chain, because once again, Insectors run this deck. And 2 Dark Bribe and Starlight Road, because Heavy Storm and Dark Hole, ew. I guess I'll go through the side deck real fast. We got 2 Dynas, pretty much the same thing as Jog, and 2 Breakers for Skill Train, 2 Thunder Kings for one-ups, anything else you need it for. 2 Crash Clowns, because once your opponent knows you're playing this deck, they're going to be siding and they're going to be going to Stardust as fast as they can, and this card's just like, oh, you brought out Stardust, Tommy? What? Get back to the extra deck. 3rd Valor for Insectors, because once again, Insectors ruin this deck. I don't know how many times I have to say that. 3rd MST, because Skilldren once again also ruins this deck. Starlight Road, you know, they're going to be trying to Heavy Storm and Dark Hole as fast as they can, and this card's there to help you out. 2 Compulses for wind-ups. You can use it on Insectors if you need to. It's good against Dino Rabbit. Make them waste their Logia, or just bring Adolka back right away. And then you got 2 goes and matches for wind-ups and Dino Rabbit. This card is so good against wind-ups and Dino Rabbit. I'll go through the extra deck as well, might as well. Army Arm, you can go into a Dream Cloud and Effect Failure. I've never been into it, but if you really absolutely need to, it's there. Catastor, I mean, you got Giant Rat and Effect Failure. Baronic, Black Rose, Scrapping Stars, these are pretty much the main cards you always have to run if you have Synchro capabilities in the deck. And you have Monster Reborn, so I mean, it's not like you're never going to go in these guys ever. It's just there for, you know, situation stuff. 2 Gotchis. I found this guy's really easy to go into with Wormlinks and Blade Rabbit, especially if, like, I have times where I'm drawing so much that I have, like, 10 cards left in my deck. I'm like, shit, I'm going to deck myself out. So I go Wormlinks and a Blade Rabbit and a Gotchi. We got Dark Mist. This guy, I've never been into him, but I mean, it's possible to do it with like 3 Blade Rabbits, 2 Blade Rabbits or Wormlinks or whatever. I mean, it's a situational card, but I have all this extra deck room, might as well run it. Levier, I mean, you got Dream Clowns, Leviathan. These are just staple stuff you have to run. Acid Golem, Utopia, 2 Giant Rats. I actually did go into this to get over. What did I get over? Some Watt thing that had like the Watt cube on it. I'm like, shit, this thing is 2000 attack. Giant Rats going to Utopia. Utopia Ray so good. Mind Control, Utopia Ray. Your opponent gets sad. And Steel Storm Roach, I mean, you have the room. You can go into it if you need to. It's really good against dragons, I've noticed. But yeah. So YouTube, this is the deck. It's pretty cool. It's very trollsy. It is kind of inconsistent. If you get, I mean, like, all decks are, obviously, they have those bad hands, but it's an inconsistent deck. I'm trying to make it as consistent as I can. Once again, thanks Maddie's Daddy 12 for letting me upload this video on her channel. I'm going to try to make it so instead of this being the actual video, I'm going to try to make this the audio, but if I can't, I hope you don't mind this quality, because I'd rather have this quality than the horrible audio and ruining your ears with my webcam. But yeah, if you guys do want to see more of the Dream Clown deck, check it out on my channel. I have dual videos every Sunday of this deck. And YouTube, this is ZombieMasterSasu. I hope you guys enjoyed. And say bye to Dream Clown, because you'll see him tonight.